Hey, this is Paul Lathrop from the Polite Society Podcast, reminding you that this podcast is a member of the Self-Defense Radio Network. Check out all the other great podcasts on the network at selfdefenseradio.net.
This episode of Unload and Show Clear is made possible by our patrons: Daryl Easley, Jung Cho, Frank Scalise, Bob Slaybaugh, Doug Collins, Jay Heil, Joe Bawden, Frank DeCastro, Scott Martin, Jackie Russo, and Jesse Walker. Thank you all so much for your support.
Welcome to Unload and Show Clear. And now, here's your host, the slayer of non-threats, Lloyd Bailey.
Hey folks, welcome to Unload and Show Clear, episode number 163. I'm your host, Lloyd Bailey, the slayer of non-threats, and I'm so glad that you could join me again today. In today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the results of matches that were held since we last met, namely the South Florida Defensive Challenge and the Gulf Coast Regional, and I've got a big announcement. But first, I want to extend my apologies for the long delay in releasing this episode. Life, it seems, gets in the way quite a bit lately. But before we talk about that, let's get started by reviewing some matches, shall we? What happened since the last time we met? Well, first of all, there was the South Florida Defensive Challenge down in Homestead, Florida, back in February on the 18th, or the 19th and the 20th. Paul Kadarian, all the way from Medford, Massachusetts, had the top overall time and was the Carry Optics Division champion. I'm going to butcher this name, I know, but so my apologies in advance. Corrado Charlie de Michel, or Charles de Michel, I apologize. I sincerely apologize for that. From Hollywood, Florida. He won the PCC title. Leslie Kismartoni from Sarasota, Florida, won the ESP title and was 5th overall. Some good times from the Iron Sight shooters in this match. Wayne Lamont from Dallas, Georgia, was the CDP champion. And the CCP title went to Carl Utzler from Rockledge, Florida, which looks like earned him a bump to expert. Former guest John Hilterman came in 2nd. Match director Pablo Clausen from Davie, Florida, took home the wheel gun crown. Paul Munizzi from Fort Myers, Florida, won the bug title. And Robert Torres from Slidell, Louisiana, was the SSP champion, and it looks like earned himself a bump to expert. And High Lady went to former guest Mandy Bachman from Clarksville, Texas. Congratulations to all of the shooters. To the match directors, Pablo Clausen, Joyce Hernandez, and Jose Garcia, and all of the staff for putting on another successful match in Florida this year. March 6th, down in Eagle Lake, Texas, saw the 2021 Gulf Coast Regional Championship. This was, I think, the last match last year before COVID shut the season down. So it's good. Congratulations to them for putting together another, year after year, the Gulf Coast seems to continue and to get better and better. Luigi Lee from Davie, Florida, edged out the South Florida Defensive Challenge champion Paul Kadarian to take home the Carry Optics title. PCC marksman Paul G. from Cerritos, California, he topped 4 sharpshooters and an expert on his way to posting the 2nd best overall time and winning the PCC crown, and it looks like earning himself a bump to sharpshooter. Former guest Al Motter from Quinlan, Texas, and Jay Kohler from Phoenix, Arizona were battling it out for the CCP title, with Motter winning by just 3.63 seconds. Michael Alexander from Chester Springs, Pennsylvania, won the CDP title, and it looks like earned himself a bump to master. Roland Ocampo from Round Rock, Texas, won the ESP division. Fred Mowry from Elk Grove, California, won the Revolver division. And the SSP division went to former guest Eric Fuson from Tulsa, Oklahoma. High Lady went to ESP Master Randy Rogers, and former guest Patrick Flores from Helotes, Texas, won what was, I'm sure, the highly coveted I Like Tacos title. So congratulations to all the competitors, to the winners, and very big thanks and congratulations to match director Jerry Dewitt and all the staff for putting on another successful Gulf Coast Challenge. Coming up this weekend, we've got the 2021 North Carolina State Championship in Bolivia, North Carolina. The Texas Femme Fatale Ladies Only IDPA Championship will be here in Whitewright, Texas. And if you are going to be there, ladies, I will be there camera in hand, and I'll be sharing lots of video in the coming weeks from that event. Be sure to stop by and say hi if you're going to be there. Then on April 9th, we've got the Virginia Indoor Regional in Chesapeake, Virginia, and it looks like there's still about 30 slots available for that match if you're interested. It's a Tier 2 match, indoor, 10 stages, 150 rounds with half the stages, 5 stages in the dark, using a handheld flashlight. Registration is $125, and I will put a link down below if you are interested and would like to sign up. The Arkansas State IDPA Championship will follow that on April 16th and 17th at CASA in Perryville, Arkansas. It is one of my favorite places to shoot, so I highly recommend it. It is a Tier 3 match, 12 stages, 150 rounds. It's a great club. Unfortunately, there is a waiting list. It is now full, and I will not be able to shoot, but I hope to be there to cover it, and hopefully it will not rain like it did last year, but we'll see. It should be fun either way. If I'm not shooting, I'm not going to be standing in the rain, I can tell you that. The Sand Gnat Challenge follows that on April 23rd and 24th in Fleming, Georgia. The match director is former guest Mark Compton. This is a low-capacity match. Divisions are limited to Bug and CCP and CDP and Revolver. It's a Tier 2 match, 10 stages, 130 rounds. The match fee, I think, is $125, and there are over 80 slots available when I last checked. So I will include, again, down below in the show notes, there will be a link to practice score so you can sign up. All right. Quick break, then we'll be back in a moment with our big announcement. As I mentioned earlier in the show, it's been a day or two since I posted an episode. A major project at work has just been eating up a ton of my time, and prepping for a show, lining up guests has really not been possible. I could have thrown something together really quick, but that's not how I roll. It's do it right or don't do it, which is what brings me to today's announcement. The last few years for all of us has been pretty rough. Since I started the podcast, I've gone through family deaths and family emergencies and sicknesses and job loss and COVID and house floodings. Now, I'm not unique in this. I mean, lots and lots of people are going through all kinds of things, many worse than what I've had to endure. But through all of that, I've had, and especially recently with the time away from the show, trying to deal with work, it's given me time to think about priorities and the future. And right now, Unload and Show Clear, the podcast, doesn't factor really heavily into that decision, into those things, into the future or my priorities. Not doing a show for the past month has given me some time to reevaluate things and to appreciate my situation and the time with my family. And so I've come to the conclusion that it's time to step back. It's time to focus on some other things. So the time required to do another show, and this is 3 shows that I do, And I've been I have not done a very good job putting on the other two either. It's detracted from those. It's more than I really want to try to take on right now. It really is. And so it's time to move on. And we've accomplished a lot. We've done some great things here on the show over the past 162 episodes. We've introduced you to some amazing people. I've had a chance to meet face-to-face some of those people and a lot of people that have never even been on the show, just getting a chance to meet them at matches, and people who are the heart and soul of gun culture and who are the heart and soul of IDPA. And I've been really privileged and really honored, and I'm humbled and grateful for that opportunity. And I want to thank everybody who has been good to me over the past 2 years, either by supporting the show as a patron or as a sponsor, or just coming up and saying hello and expressing how much you've enjoyed the show, or sending an email or a message about an episode, or recommending a guest, or the awesome people who kind of rolled out the red carpet for me at matches, places like West Side Sportsman's Club in Evansville, Indiana. Jay Heil and the guys there who just rolled out the red carpet and treated me really great. Aaron Ragusa at the Illinois State IDPA Championship. Just fantastic people. And thank you so much for everything. Thank you to the listeners, to all of you who listen and who have watched the YouTube videos. I really do appreciate the time that you've taken to listen and to, make comments and share the episodes in social media. If you have not listened, if you're relatively new to the show, or if you haven't listened to every episode, maybe you've only listened to the shows that are, people I would recommend you go back and listen to all of the shows, because every guest has a neat story to tell. Every guest has just been fantastic. Fun people, good salt of the earth people with great stories, and you'll enjoy every episode, I guarantee. So go back and listen. It's still going to be there. The episodes will still be available. The website's not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere, and things are changing. That's all that's going to happen. What's in the future? I did hint earlier that there's going to be more video coming, so I'm going to be focusing more on the YouTube channel and video content. I've got some ideas for matches that I'm going to be able to get to. Probably won't be able to shoot. Obviously, don't have the right equipment to shoot the femme fatale. And it's too late to sign up for the Arkansas State, but hopefully I can be at both of those matches to cover them and to bring you some video from the match. So expect to see me at matches with camera in hand, and I'll probably come over and shove a camera in your face. But if you see me, stop by and say hello. I'd love to see you. And I've got a couple of commentaries on some recent controversies that I think you'll enjoy, or maybe not. We'll see. Could be fun. Could be a disaster. Who knows? And I'll probably, as I alluded earlier, I'll try to do some wrap-ups, maybe monthly wrap-up of some of the events in IDPA, just to give some recognition to the people who are involved in the sport and recognition for your efforts. So I'll still be covering the sport. I'll just be doing it in a different way. So with a sense of relief and at the same time a little bit of a heavy heart, I'm going to say so long for now. Bye, guys.